Okay, it is entirely too late in the night for this, but we have a new tornado warning for a thunderstorm that is approaching Kiowa Island right now. So let's get a couple things out here real quick. Um, just got to get a little messaging out real fast, and we'll be right here. Um, yeah, anybody on Kiowa Island right now should be taking shelter. Um, So we want everybody taking cover there. All right, we got some folks here. All right, cool. Jared Smith here, Charleston Weather. We Charleston Weather, Carolina Weather Group. We have a rotating thunderstorm just off of Kiowa Island. It's been exhibiting some pretty good rotation over the last few scans. Here's the velocity view, and what we're looking at here is going to split the difference between Seabrook and Folly. It looks like right there. So here is the velocity couplet is kind of tough to see, but here it is right there. I'm kind of circling it with my mouse here. You can see that velocity couplet. It's not the most defined couplet uh, that we've seen, but it certainly is certainly has been exhibiting some rotation as it's been approaching Kiowa. So anywhere on Kiowa Island right now, if you're on Kiowa Island, you should be taking shelter at this time. And this warning is going to go up through parts of Johns Island too. So again, this is going to um, get into places like let me see here. I'm going to turn that off. Wadmalaw, Youngs, Johns Island. Yeah, I mean, so we're going to need all of you to be taking shelter right now. What is shelter? Interior room on the lowest floor. If you know somebody who lives in this area, Kiowa, Wadmalaw, give them a call. They're very likely asleep at this point, and we certainly want them to. We certainly want folks to be in a safe place with this approaching here. Um, so yeah. So I'm just getting some tweets out there. If you're seeing anything, let me know. Um, again, this is we're looking at the storm in question here. It's producing a couple lightning strikes. We're not going to see anything on the correlation coefficient yet. Again, it's not the most defined circulation that we've seen all day, but it is enough for the Weather Service to trigger the warning. And again, it's about to come on shore right now at Kiowa Island. So again, if you're on Kiowa, the time is now to get into that safe space. Interior room on the lowest floor, get away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Hang in there. I suspect that you're going to need to be there for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then you should be in decent shape here. But again, Kiowa, Wadmalaw, you're going to be next. This is going to be, this will be right along. This could head towards Maybank Highway. Very near Wadmalaw. Yeah, it looks like the circulation is coming ashore now at Kiowa. You can see it right here. That's your circulation. Again, not the best, not the most textbook circulation we've ever shown on this stream, but certainly one that is going to be certainly something that we're going to want to watch very, very carefully here for the potential for any damage that it may cause. So again, Kiowa, and then you get back here. Let me call out some roads here. River Road. So River Road, south of Maybank Highway. Actually, River Road past Edenvale. I would take cover if you're in that area. Betsy Carrison Parkway, Bohicket Road. Take cover there. Maybank Highway between Rockville and let's see. Let's go to good cross street here. Maybank Highway between Rockville and roughly the. I can't get a good cross street here, but see if I can find a designator there, past, we'll call it St. John's Woods Parkway. In those areas, you need to be taking shelter right now for the potential for a possible tornado indicated by radar coming ashore right now at Kiowa. It was a water spout. If it was down, it was a water spout. It's now coming ashore as a tornado. And again, this is not a kind of water spouts that we see in August where they're kind of like cumuliform and then they just kind of spout up. And then as soon as they get anywhere near land, they start to fall apart. This is a supercellular water spout. This is one of the kinds that traditional tornadic processes are generating this storm. And so that is that's the big reason why we are here again for this circulation that is moving in there now. Let me I'm going to do some tweaking on one of my displays over here. And again, it's not been a terrible night so far, but we have had a couple instances where we've needed to come on the air to discuss severe weather. And this is one of those times. So again, the circulation is probably right around, right over Kiowa at this point. I'm going to zoom in on that. A few streets here. Again, River Road. It's passing, probably crossing the Stono, if I had to guess here. River Road, Bohicket Road, Betsy Carrison Parkway. You're going to be next. Maybank Highway between Rockville and roughly St. John's Woods. You're going to be next. After that. And then this gets all the way up towards the south part of around Meggett here, around down 165 outside of Meggett. You're kind of on the edge of that. The polygon also takes in areas around, it looks like it takes in, a good bit of Main Road headed up towards Johns Island. This does not include West Ashley. This does not include, this isn't getting too deep into the metro area yet. And again, I think one thing that's encouraging here is that if we go back to the reflectivity, the structure is not awesome. And that's a good thing. We don't want awesome. We are not happy with awesome. So good report here of lots of wind, lightning, and rain here in Folly. Yeah, that's going to be this side of the storm. You're going to have some additional storms coming ashore at Folly as well. But again, when we're looking at velocity, there really isn't a lot to write home about. This is a tool we call normalized rotation, and what this helps us do is kind of cut through the noise. Like this view is kind of noisy, right? I mean, there's a lot going on here. It tells us a lot, but sometimes you just want to get down to business, and this helps us get down to business. And so we have this, we have a kind of not the best NROT signature here, honestly. This is not the strongest signature in the world. Let me tilt up and see what's, that's, we got sales cuts, so that's going to be delayed a little bit, but it's not terribly, it's not a terribly tight rotation anymore, which is good. But again, we want folks to be taking those precautions as soon as you can to, make sure that you're safe. I think that's the most important thing here. Let's getting any reports here. Looking at Twitter here. Some people are saying that they didn't get warnings with their phones. Keep in mind, if you're not within this red polygon, you're not going to get in that warning. You're not going to get alerted, which is good. So again, just sweeping through TweetDeck here. That's something that we're looking at now. Let's see here. Just checking all the things just to see where we're at. Yeah, so again, here's that rotation. Looks like we just got a new scan in, and again, this is relatively weak. It's about 0.5 or so. It's, that's not the strongest. It's not the weakest. Certainly something that we would want to keep an eye on. Let's go to correlation coefficient. What this tells us is there any debris here? And so far, so good. Not really seeing any debris. We have a debris detection tool that will show us a probability of debris. We are not seeing any of that. there. So that's good news. And again, this is not the most. This is not exactly the most. You know, beautiful supercell you're ever going to see. However, it is very, very, very rain wrapped. And so again, don't try to go outside and look for this thing. Just don't do that. Um, you know, let's get you. You know, you know, let's just get inside and wait it out. Now, I can say that you know, we're starting to see that rotation begin to get onto southern Johns Island. It's crossed across. It's crossed the Stono at this point. So Kiowa, I think they have not trimmed the warning back yet. We're going to wait for them to trim the warning back, but in a couple minutes, I think you're going to be in a good place. So so let's see. Apologize, folks. I have a couple platforms that I got to deal with here. Uh, yeah, again, that rotation is broadening out a little bit. Looks like it's right. If there's something there, it's around Rackley Hall Road right now, Long Creek Road, getting let's see, about to cross Maybank Highway. Um, yeah, about to cross Maybank Highway right here. So again, this is getting close. Again, this is not the strongest signature that we've seen. So if there's any good news in this, this is not a terribly strong signature. It had a history of spinning up and calming down, but this is not a terribly strong signature at this point. Let's yeah, again, definitely not much to write home about here. Let me tweak the storm motion, just make sure that we've got the right vector here. And yeah, it's just not um yeah, it's not showing me anything um too crazy here, which is good news. Again, um let's I'm just waiting to see what the weather service does as far as the polygon. I know that they're gonna watch it. They're watching this closely. If there's one bit of good news in this, is that we haven't seen this rotation begin to tighten back up. That's good news. I love to see it, but you know, we want to you know, we want to make sure that, you know, these things can spin up and spin down very fast. That is the nature of tropical tornadoes. So we're gonna you know, move up a little bit in the scan, see if we can see anything suspicious. I'm not seeing much. And another thing to note is that it looks like the lightning has died down a little bit too. That's good news. Um, you know, that's a good thing there. So again, looks like there's a marine warning that was out for this that is now canceled because the storm that prompted the marine warning is now inland and prompted the tornado warning, which is why we are here at an ungodly hour. But we're here for you, so it's a good thing. Um, And so again, we are watching this. If there is anything happening, it's going to be right in here. You see where I'm moving my cursor. It's going to be right in here, um, crossing Maybank Highway right now. There's a little uptick here in the velocities. It's a wee bit of an uptick. So if there's anything there, um, you know, we should be. You know, that's where it's going to be. We could have some, you know, some trees down. We could have some power outages possibly. Um, so we will watch this very carefully um, as needed. So let me uh, let me do something here. Just do that. Do that. And I apologize. I'm, you know, kind of doing the thing here right now. Just getting some things together so we can show our Instagram audience some things too. Uh, There's my dog bed. Um, all right, this is going to be interesting. We're gonna see how this works. Let's just see how it goes. We'll do it live, um, as, uh, as the man once said. All right, so taking Instagram live now. Um, So you'll be able, so Instagram folks will be able to see what I'm talking about. They're not going to see me, but they're going to at least be able to see the radar here, kind of a little bit behind the scenes. So again, for people joining us on the Instagram side, people joining us, on the Carolina Weather Group side, um, we are watching possibly tornadic cell that has been weak. It's a weak one, but it came ashore at Kiowa Island a little bit, prompted a tornado warning for parts of Johns Island and Wadmalaw uh, until 12:45. So we have this warning with us for another few minutes. It has been very weak. It's not a terribly strong circulation by any stretch. Um, but again, it's if there's anything there, just cross Maybank Highway. I can see if I can call out some roads here. So S10 316. That's not helpful. Uh, that doesn't do me one bit of good, GIS people. But crossing, yeah. So anyway, crossing Maybank Highway right now is headed towards Frisco Road. Let's see if I can get any additional context around that. Um, if in fact this is going to keep going. Again, if there is a circulation, it is right here. You'll see it kind of showing up on my screen here. It is right here. Um, right across Maybank Highway. It is very subtle. We'll go to the normalized rotation product. The normalized rotation tells us a little bit about, it kind of cuts through the noise and shows us, what's spinning and what's not. And we have this area of somewhat enhanced normalized rotation continuing to move to the northwest here. Just it's crossing around Frisco Road now, Beckett Road. Let's see, some of these state roads don't actually have names, so that's a problem. And Constantine Lane, if you're in that area as well, you're probably coming over you right now. So we'll see what happens here with the tornado warning. We're gonna have it for another 5 minutes. Again, I'll zoom out a little bit, and we can see that we do have we have a few showers and thunderstorms coming ashore. And I'm going to just set this into motion real quick to kind of like set the stage as to how this came about. You can see we had the circulation come ashore with that marine warning, and now the tornado warning. So we have a new tornado watch. All right, we have a new tornado watch now until 7 a.m. This is just broke. New tornado watch until 7 a.m. It looks like. Probably will take in. It replaces the watch that we're under, so it will very likely take in the Charleston metro area. So again, as we expected the tornado watch to get extended, and I think that's what's happening here. So we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. We're not really in a place to talk about that right now, but yeah, we do have a new tornado watch that'll be out here, and I'll get the details on that here shortly, as far as what that looks like. So let me. This is yeah, this is that's the old watch. That's the old watch coordinate. This is a new watch. Let's see. Eastern Central South Carolina coastal waters. Yeah, I don't have the counties table up yet. But if there is a bit of good news, it's that the tornado warning is going to expire. Again, the circulation has broadened out, so the tornado warning is about to end. We are okay here. It looks like so. Not seeing that, and it's gone. So the tornado warning is gone, but we do have a new tornado watch. We'll get some details out about that as soon as I have a second to look at them. But again, tornado warning canceled. It's over. Yeah. So I'm just going to get. This weekend. Sorry, I can't type and talk at the same time. It's just a personal flaw. It's just a personal flaw there, but so but that is good news. We were able to get rid of the tornado warning there, so that is excellent news. In the meantime, again, yeah, we are confirming now. Yeah, we do have a new tornado watch um, uh, until 7 a.m. for the includes the Tri-County area. So let's kind of, I mean, you know what a tornado watch looks like. I mean, it's the same thing. So, and this is going to get into North Carolina too. So this is getting both at this point. So again, if you're in, we've got some folks watching on the Carolina Weather Group stream from, Horry County. As you're under tornado watch until 7 a.m. This band of storms that's coming through right now is probably going to be your main threat. Let's go to the regional view and kind of zoom that out a little bit. But yeah, this band right here has been the one that we've been watching. Really, it's come along with the best combination of wind shear and instability. And so this is kind of the one of the ones of main concern here. And again, I think we'll see, that we'll see how long they keep the tornado watch here. Because you'll notice that there's no tornado watch now in Georgia. So I suspect after this band comes through, we may be done with him. So fingers crossed. But again, no tornado warnings now on the board. We are clear of those. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and sign off, return the Carolina Weather Net back to programming. Yeah, just checking a few final things. Yeah, I think we're in really good shape. So we do have some questions about Mecklenburg and Iredell in North Carolina, but for my Instagram audience, you guys are good. I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and sign off on the Instagram side, and then we'll sign off here shortly on the Restream side. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Hopefully, I do not have to talk to you again. Thanks, Instagram. Take care. All right. So so that is done. Hopefully we do not have to do that again. But again, we do have some questions coming in around, North Carolina. And right now, again, you're kind of in the showers. I think your tornado watch is going to probably be issued maybe by 5 a.m. Hard to say. Again, predicting meteorologists is harder than predicting the weather sometimes. So, we'll keep an eye on that. But yes, it's going to be, it's going to be one of those nights. It gets stormy at times, and we have some things that we got to deal with there. But again, let's just go to the high res radar one more time, and you can see this is where the tornado warning was, and now has since expired. But we have these bands of rain that are still coming ashore, and are going to be coming ashore in the Charleston metro area over the next couple hours. I think if you're in the Charleston metro area, I think your best tornado risk is roughly now through 3 to 4 a.m. seems to be the window. That's not to say that you have to stay up until 3 to 4 a.m. We don't want you to do that either. We want you to be able to, to safely, be able to hear warnings, be able to hear the warning go off on the weather radio, be able to hear, your wireless emergency alerts. If you're in the polygon, your phone's going to go berserk. And if you're not in the polygon, you're not going to get a warning. That's the beauty of it. So again, just going to take one quick look at the remainder of the cells, and it looks like everything else is pretty much behaving right now. So again, we'll keep an eye on this, so we'll break back in if we need to. But for now, Jared Smith, Charleston Weather, Carolina Weather Group, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we do not have to be here again, but if we are, we will jump back on with a new